Hello, I am the Trash Man.
Hey, this is Samu Hustler.
Today we have a project here that some call the original fork to Bitcoin. We're talking about Namecoin.
Namecoin.
It's not a name most people would know. You have to have been in the crypto space a long time to see an altcoin like this.
Yeah. I mean, if you're the very first fork for Bitcoin, well, you got to give yourself some props. Called the trust anchor for the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, this is one of the only projects that Satoshi Nakamoto has contributed to other than Bitcoin. So you have a little bit of a provenance here. It's also what I would like to say severely undervalued for the value-minded speculator or investor.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're looking for something potentially that could go up. I don't know, maybe. So here, let's take a look at the chart right here, just for the last year, just to get some idea of what's going on. So December, November of last year, 44 cents. Right in the run up to January, had a huge spike up to $5. Dropped a little bit and crashed. A little bit of a crabbing since then. Another spike in March when the big crypto explosion happened, when Bitcoin was in a giant run up, went to $3.50. Now, October, we had it pump all the way up to almost $4. Now, some would say that this might be because the coin's a little bit thinly traded. However, I would actually say, Samu, that there's actually a whole lot of opportunity here, because there's something you should think about if just reading about it and looking at it.
They're the first to implement merged mining and decentralized DNS.
Mm-hmm.
So probably because you haven't heard about Namecoin so much is because they don't put too much on marketing. It's a lot on development. Mm-hmm. So on the devs. So
mm-hmm. And they're still making updates, constant updates to it. The thing people should understand about Namecoin, so it allows you to assign stuff names, right?
Yep.
And then put it onto a blockchain. Essentially what you're looking at with Namecoin is a completely underused NFT blockchain. If you want to look for something where you could potentially get, cheap way to put an NFT onto something, you have a project right here that's well developed, security focused and minded, where you can get addresses and put them onto a blockchain for ownership for almost nothing.
Yeah.
It's very underutilized, of what I would say.
Yeah, with a lot of propaganda happening on the internet right now,
mm-hmm.
Namecoin protects free speech rights online by making the web more resistant to censorship.
Mm-hmm. If you have it's like what you would call their web extension, or a browser extension, you can use it and it'll render your .bit top level domain. You'll be able to just type it into your browser and it just redirects you automatically.
That's right.
I think it's it could be potentially useful. I don't know why people don't look into this a little bit more, because it's an old project, right? If we look at all time what it's doing with the price, right? The last gigantic spike was $10 in 2013, right around maybe 6 months after it released.
That's when Bitcoin crashed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right when the Mt. Gox crash was, right? And it just started tanking, and since then, other than 2017 and the run up to that,
the other Bitcoin crash.
Mm-hmm. It's essentially just been, almost dormant, but they still have development going.
Yeah.
I think it could be potentially something you should look into at least.
Yeah, because the Namecoin names, they're difficult to censor
mm-hmm.
or seize. So that's one plus of the Namecoin.
Yeah, it's immutable. You can't take it off the blockchain once it's on there and the information's stored there.
Yeah. I'd give it a thumbs up. That's for sure.
I'd give it a thumbs up too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any other thoughts on it, Samuel?
No, it's here to stay. When you look at that graph and you see the spike there, you'll see that it's level. You don't see a downward trend going anywhere. Yeah, so I think it's just here to stay. Namecoins, not unless somebody invents a better type of technology right now. But since they were the first, I think the devs are there. They just need more marketing.
I think they need more marketing, and I think they need more users. Right now, if you wanted to, because it has just from reading through, one is that they found early NFTs on there, so that's one thing. So it's been used for NFTs before. Well, it makes it easier for you to use render an onion address as something readable, because most of the time you see an onion address, it's like a hash.
Yeah.
So it'll be a string of random characters that it doesn't really make sense. But you could use this and redirect it to a Tor address pretty easily, and it won't have any issues with somebody typing in, for instance, myfreespeechblog.com or .bit. You'd be able to type that in and be able to get to your blog that's hosted on a decentralized network, no problem. I think the key to understand about this too is this has the same hard-coded limit that Bitcoin does of 21 million blocks to be mined that will generate a reward. So the same sort of proof of work and potential benefits that you get from having a limited supply are here.
Looking good to me. I like Namecoin.
I like Namecoin too. I think you should.
You like it, Trash?
I think it's good. I think it's like, it's staying power, and sometimes having a little bit of tenure and being a little bit long in the tooth, as they say. Maybe that actually works to somebody's advantage, especially somebody who's looking for something, a play they could make.
I like your info, Trash. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely thumbs up.
All right, this has been the Trash Man.
And this is Samu Hustler.
I hope you guys have a wonderful night.
All right.